Do you want me to restart it, or do you care?
No. I can convert it. It's whatever.
You're just gonna have a big
It's
file.
more.
It's usually in mono,
It's just
but
gonna be a
fucking-
double file. It's just gonna be a double file, and I'm gonna have to waste my fucking precious goddamn time converting it. But whatever.
Okay, stop fucking crying, or I'm leaving the podcast.
You know he only has 5 years left to live. His liver is in critical condition.
Did you? Yeah, Dude, my liver is actually so fucking diseased, dude. I just lost like 25 pounds.
Can I kiss
I
your
ate
liver?
them.
I lost 25 pounds, and most of it was the muscles on my liver. It doesn't work anymore. I have to fucking like reach into under my rib cage and pump it myself.
Yeah, he's got to
Like
pump
a
his
little
own
bike
liver
pump.
to piss.
Yeah.
Pretty fucked
Dude,
up.
it's fucking awful, man.
I told
Sometimes-
David I'd help him, and I have like this bike pump that I put in his belly button, and I go like, pss, 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 pss.
and dude, I hate when you do that. I fucking hate when you do that because I inflate big and round, and I don't like it. I don't fucking like being inflated big and round with your fucking dick duck pump.
He looks like Homer in the Simpsons game.
You seem to speak
know what I
about
mean?
it a lot for someone who doesn't like it.
I don't like it.
You have a lot of
I don't-
comments about how much you dislike
Guys,
it.
please, I don't like being big and round and full of air. Stop. That is not who I am.
He's not full of air.
Welcome to
I'm
the
not full
podcast.
of air. I would never be full of air, dude. I gotta. Yeah, no, go. No, you fucking talk.
Oh no, I was going to talk about conflation. I don't know if we can talk about that in the first 30 seconds.
Somehow, which is
Why
more,
the fuck do you want to talk about conflation? What?
I wanted to talk about the day I learned about it because it was really funny. Because like I don't kink shame, but there's some fetishes where I just look at it and I start laughing. Like the first time I saw furry porn and there was just cum everywhere, I was like, surely you can make a business.
You were like, "That's my shit, man." Me, Punk Duck, I endorse this.
I'm not beyond fucking. I don't laugh at fetishes anymore. I'm beyond that. I will laugh at fetishes, but I won't kink
So
shame,
David,
you
you're
know?
telling me if I send you this picture that I have on my phone of this
What do you
girl
on
with
your
like
phone?
inflated knees?
No, you know what? No. Oh, I'll laugh, but I won't kink shame. Like whatever.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't. No, that's what I'm saying. I don't
Okay,
kink
yeah,
shame,
no.
but
I
I will
will
laugh like behind
Like
your
I
back.
laugh. I'll fucking push you. I'll push you down the stairs. I'll point and I'll laugh,
Yeah.
but I won't kink shame.
I have a.
I'll push you down your stairs and you'll go boing boing.
I have a question about like the social implications of these. Do you think inflation or cumflation is like more socially acceptable by the wider community? Because like one is like feasibly
By the
possible,
what
the other
community?
isn't.
The water
What is
community.
feasibly possible?
Like you could theoretically inflate someone full of cum. Actually, inflating someone like a bike tire is not very practical.
I thought you were saying inflation was
no, well,
feasibly possible.
No, it
cum
has
inflation.
to be possible. Wait. It has to be possible to do air inflation on a human.
But
I
you
feel
could
like they
only
would
do
die
like the
though.
internals. You're not making them like a balloon, man. Cumflation is just the stomach.
What if you put it under the what if you put the bike pump in between the layer of flesh and the layer of muscle? Like between the skin and the muscle, and then you start pumping. Maybe
I
that's
think I've
gonna.
seen this video before.
How did we get here?
I'm not a doctor, but I think you'll have better luck with cum.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
my
mean,
vote.
it could be full of air, and then you'll just fucking. I've never thought about dude. What the fuck, man? We were literally just talking about the conversations we have as YouTubers and how weird they are, and like.
I mean,
now
this
we're
seems
just
like a
talking
pretty
about-
fitting transition.
If you were, hang on, if you
Yeah.
were to inflate someone with cum, I'm trying to think which.
Dude, stop.
Welcome
Which
to the
orifice?
podcast. No,
Are you
that's
talking about,
not.
like, Okay, dude, I fucking knew you would go for that, you little weirdo. Everybody, please welcome Kwite to the podcast once
Because
again.
which one would have direct access to an area
God.
where it could
Dude,
build up?
I mean, the mouth, right?
No, because remember, you have cochleas in both ears.
A what?
The thing that has
What
the
the fuck is
liquid.
that?
It's the little like piece of your ear that has the liquid that keeps you balanced.
Oh, your equilibrium.
I mean, you can be unbalanced.
Your equilibrium. Yeah.
Ed, please. You could be big and
movie.
round with no balance. Nothing like that doesn't matter.
No, what I'm thinking is I get two sexy guys to shoot cum in my ears till my cochleas are big and round, and then I'm walking down the street and some jacked guy walks past me and he goes, "Damn, dude, where do you work out?" And I say, "The library."
Did you see that they banned Daniel Radcliffe for
That's
impersonating
not
Weird
real,
Al Yankovic?
though. No fucking way.
No, it's real. Go
fucking
look it
way,
up.
dude.
They actually did. They banned
What,
Daniel
from
Radcliffe
Twitter?
because they said he was impersonating Weird Al.
Oh no, it's
Shut up.
it's a prank.
Yeah,
Shut the
from
fuck
Twitter.
up.
Oh my god, he actually did.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they did. They said like
He
the
actually-
but the
he actually got
variety
banned.
said it was like,
got
he did.
banned.
No, he actually
Elon Musk
got
stood on a big
suspended.
podium in a suspicious Neil Patrick Harris from Starship Troopers jacket and said from this day forward.
That's really funny. So David, I was asking you, like,
Oh, dude.
I don't know if I can
What?
say this. We're doing
No,
mid-roll.
no.
I don't know. Isn't the mid-roll happening
we
now?
in the podcast?
It doesn't happen live, Ed. It happens later.
You, dude, you all right, bro?
No, because I was going to say, was the... Because they probably have a really easy time doing it to all those...
That's not going in. That's not going in.
Because they have less volume.
You ever want to watch an episode of your favorite horror doll? You know, the one that Britney Spears. Heidi ho, ha ha ha. But the new season is locked by a really bad Canadian service that's unavailable in your province anyway. So you just use ExpressVPN to hop on New Jersey network to access the show for free on the American-only sci-fi YouTube channel? Well, you definitely should. It's way less of a headache than getting in trouble for piracy. For real though, my homie's brother once got them in trouble with their ISP because they were visiting some unsavory websites, and it's a whole fiasco. I would not want anyone going through that anymore. That's why even when I'm at home, I never go online without using ExpressVPN. Did you know that in the US, any ISP can legally sell your user data to third parties like ad companies? Yeah, ISPs are not your friend. ExpressVPN is an app that reroutes your internet connection through their secure servers so that your ISP can't spy on your online activity. I oftentimes use ExpressVPN to watch movies for our other show, Pondering Spooky Tapes, and it's so seamless and in the background that I don't even notice it's on. I have to remember and go back to close it. Just press your button and bam, you're in the worst state in the US. ExpressVPN is also available on pretty much any device you'd want it on, so you can go watch Norbit in the Vatican in the shower. Protect your online activity with ExpressVPN. Visit our link, expressvpn.com/pstpod, and get an extra 3 months free on a 1-year package. That's expressvpn.com/pstpod. expressvpn.com/pstpod to learn more.
Can I tell you guys one of the fucking funniest like memes I've ever seen because of it was a mistake? You know those like like people who have like a young boy or an NBA young boy profile picture and then it has like edits of like him.
What?
NBA young boy is a rapper.
Oh, I thought it was a program.
Yeah, people say young
No.
boy better.
Young
shit
boy
like
never
that,
broke
And like
again.
they use edits of his face as like a meme. Like they'll fucking like turn him into Kirby or some shit or just like whatever character.
Oh,
Okay.
that dude. Yeah. I
yeah,
think that,
so
yeah.
somebody was like doing,
Uh-huh.
he was looking for like a meme and he typed into fucking Google, young boy with cum on his face because he was looking for a picture of dude. He got a fucking child porn warning.
No, dude.
And like, he's like, the caption was like, I think I might be a moron.
Dude. Oh, jail time.
What
Fucking
was-
jail time for this motherfuckers.
There was another one similar to this where it was like, oh, you can't look up porn of this character because you'll immediately get in trouble. Because like his name was like, I don't know, his name was called Big Children or whatever. I don't fucking know.
Children. Big children.
It was somebody.
Big Children doesn't want you to
I think
know
it was
about this.
an anime character literally called Kid. So I was like, well, I can't fucking look up that. And tons of people were like, well, no, I can't look up porn of her. Damn it. Foiled again by the Japanese.
There was like a really specific reason. So I'm watching Chainsaw Man. I haven't seen the manga. And like, you know, Makima gets introduced and I asked my friend, hey, are there spoilers for this if I look up porn? And he's like, yes. And I got really sad.
Yeah, there will be. There'll be tons. Dude, I'm so pissed because like there's plenty of reasons to hate Mappa. So many people are hating on Mappa because they're like, oh, they're bowing down to the CCP and they're censoring Makima's ass. She never had ass in the first place. You're all just fucking inflated
Oh,
with
dude, are we-
porn in the
oh,
brains.
man.
Then
Are we
every single
starting-
piece of
wait,
porn
wait.
from Chainsaw Man gives Makima a fucking badonkadonk, when in the manga she's normal. She's a normal, shapely woman.
Okay, calm down. She does not. She has Hank Hill ass, bro.
Does she actually? Does she actually have? Let me look it up.
No, she does not. She
Let me
does
double
not
check. Let
want-
me double check.
Let me
Makima-
double check if she has a Hank Hill ass.
Makima, because most of the time she wears the fucking coat suit, whatever.
Dude, this is literally
crazy how-
literally canon. This is literally from the fucking panels. You're such a liar.
Oh my god, dude. Jesus Christ.
Isn't it dude, honestly, it's fucking crazy how Hank Hill ass is like
Hey, audience, just for
most
context, Kwite just
descriptive thing
posted
ever.
pornography of Makima from Chainsaw Man with the fattest astronomical cheeks
Are we
being
in?
railed on. Wow. What the fuck?
have you guys
Hey, audience, for context,
Are we in?
David just posted Hank Hill ass, and he's being
Wait.
pounded one-way ticket to Sex Town.
Have you never seen Hank Hill ass?
No, I've seen it. Wait, you talking to
No,
me?
quite.
Yeah.
Have you never seen Hank Hill ass?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Holy shit.
I
Dude,
love-
Hank
That was the-
Hill
I
ass
love
I thought that was
King Bill.
supposed to be the
No.
front for a second.
No, that's what his butt looks. That's
No,
what
that's what his
Hank
butt
Hill's
looks like.
ass looks like.
Good for
It's
him.
fucking amazing.
It's just
This is the most unique physique on the planet, man. That's incredible.
I know, dude. It's fucking wild.
You know who's weirdly caked up in an anime?
Oh man.
The fucking-
dude.
hang
I don't-
on.
I don't know if I want to
Naked.
hear it, dude.
Naked.
The fucking guy,
Naked.
the first guy they fight in part 6. There's a shower scene, and dude, it's
Holy
Oh my
shit.
god, he got a BBL, dude. That's crazy.
it's unbelievable.
That's fucking
Holy
cut. That's like
fuck. Yo, that's
how I-
hot as hell, bro.
That's how I wish my shit looked. Jesus.
I don't have
That's how my shit looks.
this
Hell
is
yeah.
this is how he looks in the manga, and it's very accurate. But I hate that I don't have the picture anymore with the caption is
God
everyone is so mean to
damn.
me.
Everybody is so mean to me.
Dude, holy shit, he's caked up. Honestly, we need more men.
no,
We
we're
need
in.
more men. We need more men in media with just the
I
fattest
found it,
fucking
but it's the
asses.
anime version.
Dude, it's legit fucking like Kim Kardashian's BBL. Like it's the exact same.
It is actually the exact same. Holy shit.
Thank you, Kim.
Anybody come with Quite? You got stories? Got little stories still?
Quite, you not come.
You guys are the fucking interviewers. You're supposed to provoke conversation out of me, not fucking. Could you carry the podcast? Quite.
You want me to provoke you?
No, that's how it works. It's everybody.
You gotta
comes up with
fucking
a little
prompt
story.
the type of
And everybody
story.
makes
Like,
fun.
I need
Quite-
something to go off.
We've been talking about butts.
Quite.
for
When was the
15
last
minutes.
time you nared your ass?
I aired my ass.
No, come on.
You know? Did you
Yeah.
not know what Nair is?
I'm gonna regret asking, but no.
What?
Nair.
You've never
Nair
nared
is
your
just-
ass. Oh.
I'm gonna regret
You
this
should.
so much.
Okay. First off, you should not nair your ass.
Too late.
But second off, Nair is just hair removal cream. That's
Oh.
all it is.
Why would you
Yeah,
not? Why wouldn't you do that?
I usually just shave it.
Why wouldn't you nair your ass?
Yeah.
Because it can fucking give you burns on your ass, you dipshit.
And so if you use hair removal cream, you got to use ass specific shit. Like there's
Yeah.
product specifically. For
I
that
bought
section.
ass
I don't
specific hair removal cream for my ass
There
hairs
is
because
no
I have
nair
tons.
for butt. There is no nair for your
Say
butt.
that to my bathroom and to my clean shaven ass.
Let me go on Reddit real quick. Is it safe to use nair on my ass pubes?
As long
A
as you don't
specific type,
literally,
a specific type.
as long as you don't shove
They
it
don't know what that
directly
means.
into your rectum, you'll be fine, bro. Your ass cheeks have like the hardest skin known to man. You're sitting on it all fucking day long. It's made of calluses.
Like, do you understand why before gay sex dudes have to be prepped? Because it's really hard to get shit in there. Like, it will mostly stay on like the cheek part.
Facts.
Are you literally telling me, a gay man, how gay sex works? You fucking dumbass.
Yes.
Mansplaining
This is,
anal sex.
this is an equal fucking exchange. We're on the same fucking playing field.
We're
dude.
on the just fucking all right, shaking the hand like this is how gay sex works. This is how gay sex works. Good. Thank you.
Mansplain also.
sex to my
Shut up.
I don't know. I
God.
fucking just shave mine, dude. I
Yeah,
don't
but how
know.
do you get the? How do you shave butthole?
Well,
How do you shave
spread-
butthole?
You use one of those.
You have hair
use
on
one of
your
those hair
butthole?
clamps that keeps it open.
You don't have hair on your butthole? Do you not understand
Wait, you ever go to the dentist? Wait, you ever go to the dentist and they put that thing that opens your mouth?
Oh yeah.
I get
That's
the
how you do
jack out
some
of
fucking.
fucking.
asshole.
Bro, that's how you do fucking spelunking down there.
It's funny.
I'm gonna be real, dude. I'm not letting that. I'm not putting that in the podcast.
We watched it.
Straight up, not.
They
I'm not
made
putting that either.
they made us watch
They
it.
actually have it playing on loop there.
So we're like 40 minutes into, or like 20 minutes into recording. There's like 5 usable ones.
I don't
And
have a
nobody's told a
story.
story
What do you
yet.
want me to say? I have a liver disease and I stay at home.
I've been playing a lot of Modern Warfare too.
No. Let's go back to the ass shaving. So, Kwite, you tell me you've never like shaved your ass.
Oh, God.
No, I've shaved my ass.
Oh, you've shaved it, but you've
I've
never.
all- I haven't used hair
we
removal
have
cream
all
on that.
said that we shave our ass.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
I like shave like a lot of my body hair regularly. I like feeling smooth.
Feeling smooth is
That's
nice.
good.
I
Good.
get lazy a lot though. I only like really keep up with like the fucking upper shit, like the armpits.
You don't keep up with the nads?
Nah, I mean it's not like I'm using them for anything.
True,
Dude,
true.
Nads, I'm gonna be real. Ball hair, bro. I get scared.
Nope.
Yeah,
And
I
also,
do too.
like, nobody gives a fuck about ball hair. I mean, I'm not getting my balls sucked anytime soon, but like most people, maintain the crotch area. That's what most people go for.
If you shave,
Okay.
if you shave it, it's for aesthetic purposes or because you have like a specific arrangement with like the person you sleep with. Like
Yeah.
that's like ball sucking is a thing you like both know you want to happen or some shit, and that's why you do it.
I need to find a way to dilate my ball sack enough so somebody can give me a hamster ball. No, what's that move called? The hamster mouth, you know?
I don't
What the
know what that
fuck are
is.
you
Is that when you get
talking
both
about?
of them in?
Yeah, it's when she gets both of
Yeah,
them
you
in,
get
but
the
she
chubby
puts
cheeks,
one.
right.
Yeah, and she gets one nut in each cheek. But like my sack doesn't stretch enough. I need it to dilate.
I made my nuts hurt when you said that. Actually,
I've always thought about this. But you know how you can lose a ball if you get testicular torsion?
Whoa, really?
Yeah, like so.
I
If,
did
if
not
you,
know
if you
that.
don't catch it in time, it almost happened to Grolix. But like when he got misdiagnosed, he was at risk of losing his ball.
Are we allowed? Should we have that on?
He's
Is
public
on-
about
is
it.
he
He's
on?
public about it.
Okay. I was because for a minute I was like, whoa.
Well,
but, like,
I need to dial it back a bit. What's testicular torsion? Is it like when you get them twisted?
No, I think it's like when the inner urethra like gets fucking twisted up and like it just fucking can be painful as shit. If it like goes untreated too long, you really can lose you can lose your balls. Okay, occurs when a testicle rotates, twisting the spermatic cord that brings blood to the scrotum. There you go. But I've always thought if I had to lose one of my balls, if I had to get them cut off, I would want that shit like, what's the word? Like, what do you do to animals to stuff them and make them stay in one place?
Taxidermy.
You want to
I'd
taxidermize
want
your
it taxidermy,
ball?
then fucking like laminated, and then I want to use it as a cue ball and pool.
I just remembered something testicle related that happened to a friend of mine.
Oh my god!
I don't know
Are
the
we
exact
allowed-
story.
Why is nobody talking about themselves and everybody's just outing people?
I don't know
man?
the exact
What
story,
fuck?
but I'm gonna post 4 images.
I'm not posting. I
talking
can't,
about your
we can't
homie's
post
balls.
pictures of people we don't know, dude. That's
oh my god! Oh, that's fucking awful. That's awful. Holy shit!
Wait, there's 2 more. There's 2 more.
Dude, they just brought the fence with him. That's
All right, last one.
I don't like that.
r/Medizzy. Am I right, guys?
If you donate $50,000 or above to the PST Patreon, you can see my mutual friend's nutsack being impaled by a fence.
If for 50K, Dave will recreate it.
You know what's impressive?
yeah, dude. Fuck it.
And for 100K, I'll
Get me to
find the
50.
fence and give it to you.
Why is there just a paramedic giving a thumbs up to the impaled testicle, dude?
I just got a message
Just-
from my
just nice
girlfriend,
balls,
all
bro.
caps. Why did I click that?
That's awful, Ed. Ed literally just sent us a series of pictures where at first you can't tell what's going on, and then it keeps going, and you just realize that the dude's impaled his ball sack on a fucking fence.
It's like a thick fucking impale. It's not like a little splinter.
That is odd.
I'm surprised it didn't fucking cut it open, dude. Like, I thought it would tear.
Oh, dude, I feel like I'm gonna get sick. You know what's the worst part of all this? I was gonna make a joke about the fucking Ewok Celebration song. You know, the one that goes Yub Nub?
Yep, no.
And I've just been listening to Yub Nub while looking at the pictures of the dude's balls getting impaled, and I'm losing my fucking mind.
I don't think it.
Yub Nub.
My nuts have had like a phantom pain in them for about 5
Oh yeah,
minutes
dude.
now.
Every time I talk about like ball related shit,
Wait. Keep talking. So you can lose one testicle from.
I
Getting
don't
it
know the
twisted.
specifics.
Can't believe
I
Don't
don't
get
know
it
the
twisted.
specifics, but you can lose your nutsack.
Don't
from
get it twisted.
Like, can you just lose one ball and you're
Honestly,
good?
It gets twisted. It is a medical emergency, and if not treated right away, within 6 hours, you can lose the testicle. So like that's why it was such a big deal with Grolix. They misdiagnosed him the first time he went to the hospital, and then it kept
Jesus
fucking hurting, so he went
Christ.
back, and that's how they figured out what it actually was.
Dude, gee, that's fucking scary, man.
Yeah.
The human body is a scary little thing, dude. It's like fragile and the weirdest
brittle.
parts.
So
Yeah.
much shit can go wrong.
No, because
it's
that's the
weird.
crazy part, though. Like, bones are so fucking hard to break, but like your balls can get impaled,
I really
and that's fucked up.
I honestly don't understand some of like the design choices made with like the human form. Like
What the fuck,
Surely,
God?
surely the ball sack should be on the inside. Like surely, if it's that important.
It is for ladies. Did you
I
know
mean-
that a lady's ball sack is the fallopian tubes?
Yeah, a lot of people don't
No,
know this, but,
motherfucker,
like,
those are fallopian tubes, you dumbass.
No. But David,
Get them away from me.
because here's the thing. You know how like fucking there's the chromosomes. You got the XX chromosomes and the XY chromosomes.
The chromosomes.
Yeah. When baby.
Stop.
You know how like you put the cum in the embryo and it's like 4 balls and then 8 balls and it keeps dividing.
yeah,
If you guys don't know how babies are made, please close your ears.
I can't believe we're
Baby
in this
swans on
podcast and you're
suicide
just-
watch. No, it's snorks. Wait, swarks? What's the bird? What's the fucking baby bird?
Storks.
Storks, motherfucker. Oh, I was thinking of snorkeling, like when you go underwater.
You guys know that a penis is just an inside-out female reproductive system?
That's what I was trying to say. When fucking babies are made, they're always double X, right?
Exactly,
But if
exactly.
you got a little bit of penis in you, a little bit of the Y chromosome,
This is my favorite fucking piece of trivia. Is like this is why dicks have a seam down them because
Exactly.
that's the like it's splitting open and then reforming like inside out.
facts.
That's always been like, and then they do the reverse for like
A vagina is just a penis on the
yeah.
inside.
So they reverse the process for vaginoplasty.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
this entire episode
Health
has been
class?
just health class, like just learning. I'm just so glad. We can honestly, this is awesome because that means we can just change the category of this episode to health and education.
You're so you're so real for this. Dude,
Yo, okay.
That means I can show my
One ti-
balls on YouTube.
One time in a thumbnail, I don't think we talked about it much, but there was one time. It was the last episode you were on. It was the last episode with Kwite on. The thumbnail was like Ed showing his balls on his Switch, and the reflection of his dick was in the thumbnail. And our manager messaged me, like, because we had a different manager at the time, just messaged me and was like, dude,
I see Shaft.
I didn't even fucking, none of us realized that Ed's dick was in the thumbnail. Until
Your manager
people
messaged
actually
you and said,
pointed out-
God damn, is that yours?
it's like congrats,
Yeah,
man, but
baby.
you might want to hide that.
Hell yeah, no. It was just like the post on Twitter. People were looking at the thumbnail and going like, "Is that a cock?" And then my manager messages me and like, "Dude, that's a cock." And I was like, "Oh shit, dude." I don't know how we didn't get in trouble for
That shit still gets a
I
little giggle
forgot
out of
about
me.
that.
I
I forgot we did that, dude.
that
Fun
was a phase of
episode.
my life where I was doing a bunch of snapshots where I hide my genitalia.
Well, you
There's a lot of classics.
motherfucker.
There's
You
a lot of classics.
Excuse me, but you act like that stopped because I remember New Year's. I remember New Year's last year.
I was about to talk about New Year's like 2 years ago. No, 2 years ago. It was 2020 because everybody was in their 2020.
We were watching fucking 2021 New Year. We were watching Nobody.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, and then everybody kept sending each other Snapchats of.
Oh,
have
is
no
that
idea
when I
why.
sent Corbin the hedge funds picture?
No, that's when you sent me the hedge funds picture.
It's a picture. It's a picture of Ed looking down at his phone.
Oh, I have it
with his balls on with one ball
No, just-
on
just
the
one-
side,
just
and it
one
just
nut.
says thinking about hedge funds.
Like, and he's making a really silly face.
Why is this episode just the balls episode?
I forgot
Why
about
is it
that.
all we're talking about is cum, balls, and fucking...
It's weird. This happens every time I come on this podcast.
I don't know what is up with you. It never happens.
I got it.
This never happens.
Who asked the cumflation question when we like were
Nobody.
done
It was
pre-roll?
Hey
you
guys.
guys want to talk about
It was
video
just
games?
Ed talking about it. Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
You guys excited for any upcoming video games?
Yeah, dude. I'm so
Oh,
excited
let's go
for
back
Sonic
to
Frontiers.
let's go back to
Fuck
fucking
off.
testicular torsion. That was fun.
There's what else is there to say? You lose your balls if you don't treat it in
They
6 hours.
spin
There's,
around
like,
really
not much.
fast.
They spin
Hang on.
around really fast.
You can make an
the-
edit of it going really fast. I got it one time. I was browsing my TikTok and I got like a 3D model time lapse like the Playboy Cardi of like a vaginoplasty. It was just a dick getting cut in half and then fucking like being shoved back in burst. That's just on my For You page. There was also this one time I saw, the NSFW protocols for TikTok do not catch that shit for days. There was like a little slideshow where it was like, hey, Red Imposter, what's up? And then it was like the next slide was a 3D model of the imposter with a massive cock just laid on the floor.
I just had this thought. Did I ever talk about the fucking the time like recently when I went to get my blood test?
Wait,
No, it's
but
okay.
David, before you do, I do have to mention this one thing
Oh,
before we move
go
on
ahead.
from sending each other pictures of our balls.
Oh god.
So during that earlier phase where I was getting really creative with them, I kept sending. I sent literally all of them to Trelly because I knew for a fact that he hated them,
What a pussy.
and it got to a point where he just wasn't opening my Snapchats because he was getting so mad at the fact that like he would never be able to see it until I pointed it out. I sent him this one and I go, dude, I promise there's no balls in this picture. Just check out my nails.
Just check out
That
my
one's really
nails.
good.
Wait.
Very
wait.
inconsiderate.
No, yeah, check out my nails. It's incredible.
That's fucking good. That's fucking good.
And then he's like, I don't get it. What am I looking at? And then I said, hey, Trell, you see my thumb? And he went, yeah, that ain't ball.
That ain't ball. You mean that is balls?
No, it is not.
That's the stick. That's the shaft. bro.
Oh, yes, sir.
Oh god.
I'm pretty
damn
partial
it.
to Nice Watch myself.
Nice to watch. It's very.
I
Nice
am.
Watch is really good.
No, it's not even Nice Watch 10. You're forgetting. It was, thanks.
I was distracted by something in the picture.
No, the Nice Watch was, thanks for the watch, Grandpa. I miss you so much.
David, talk about your blood.
I was
Yeah, go on, dude.
Yeah, recently I went to get a blood test. This is not a story or anything. It's just something that happened I think is fucking whack. I was getting like I went to get a blood test at a clinic, and while she was harvesting me, I get like really nervous for some reason anytime something medical happens, so I just like start saying the most stupid inane shit possible. And I just randomly told her like, haha, do brave boys like me get lollipops? And like and like she was like this close to putting it in my arm. She just stopped there for a second, thought about what I said, and she just went like she started fucking like slapping her fucking thigh and screaming, and she was like starting to heave and going like
Oh, my God.
and I
You
was
almost
like,
killed
dude,
her.
What?
You met a
I was
SpongeBob
like,
character.
I was like, what the fuck is going on right now, dude? And it got me so much more stressed out. Like, she was fucking crying and laughing and like, and then like at one point she's just like, oh, you're a funny one. You're a funny one. And then she just missed my vein. That's it. That's the entire
You
fucking
made her laugh
bit.
too hard.
Dude, shit like that happens all the time, and I don't know why, man. I always do shit like that.
You saying that shit in public, like I've been making a lot of videos on furry struggles recently, and most of them are people like accidentally.
Did you just say furry struggle?
Yeah, it's a Twitter account. Like it's a lot of furries like doing furry shit in public without like and then realizing, oh shit, I'm in public. Like one got scratched on the head by their mom, and they would like fucking like purred.
Oh, stop it immediately! Jesus Christ!
There was one where like this dude was my mom like asked who's a goofy puppy to our dog, and I accidentally said me. I'm gonna fucking die.
Oh,
there's a lot of good ones. Oh, there's worse ones, dude. There a lot of them are like about these furries leaving bad dragon dildos out when they have like the cleaners come through, and like
I do that.
I accidentally fucking crushed a full open can of monster between my thighs.
I just thought about another thing I fucking did recently. Again with medical shit.
Is that why she stopped coming?
Because I gotta get my wisdom teeth extracted very late because they came out like super late. And I was just telling my dad, because my dad was like, because I was asking like, how long is it gonna take to go back to being able to work? And she was like, well, it depends what work you do. What do you do? And I don't want to tell her I'm a YouTuber. That's fucking pathetic and embarrassing. So I told her like, well, I'm a comedian. And then she was like, oh really? Say a joke right now.
I fucking hate that shit,
like,
dude.
I was like, dude, no, dude, you can't do that.
Dude,
I don't know why, but the only thing I could tell her was just like, oh, my humor is a bit too dark for you.
This is the thing. I don't know.
I didn't want to say anything, and I didn't know what to tell her, so I just said like, yeah, I make pedo jokes, I guess.
What you do is you like whatever, you just analyze how old the target audience is, and the older they are, the more racist the joke has to be for them to like you.
Dave, let me, as someone who's been, being a stealth YouTuber for years, let me give you some free game. You need to give them the most like boring sounding, conversation killing, like piece of like a profession that sounds like you could still something extrapolate. Like, say you're a fucking top 10 Watch Mojo video editor, so you like know kind of how video editing works.
Would they?
Yeah, they will like fucking conversation over.
I don't do much video editing. I do mostly fucking audio editing.
Do you know enough?
I don't know why. I don't know why.
Do you know enough to fucking like?
To be fair,
yeah, that works. Like I don't know. Just do that.
I should be. I should say that, but for some reason in my head I was like, well, I want to know the truth. Like I want to know because I'm gonna be talking a lot, so I'm gonna be like, well, I'm a comedian. I go to bars and make jokes.
Do you?
I've started outright lying.
No, I don't, but I lied.
I tell every Uber who asks some different shit each time.
I did that, and
oh, dude, I did that to Leon. He was so mad. We were in an Uber, and he sat in the front, and he was actually making like small talk with the guy, and like me and Shane, like long story short, we had been back and forth in Ubers for fucking ages because we Foxcade, because we were fucking super lost. We had no idea where we were, and for some reason London has this really awesome rule where streets can have the same name, like 3 streets within the same area can have the exact same name and number. I gotta rip ass.
Hey, at least they have names. I went to Ireland and none of them even have names. It's like, oh, it's the school road. It's like, I don't know where the fuck that is. I don't know what I'm doing.
And the thing is, they differentiate because they have specific zip codes for every street. Stupid. So stupid.
I hate British zip codes so much, man. They're like, they have like a space in them, and I don't know where the numbers and like the letters are meant to go in it. It's so stupid, man.
I hate it.
Shipping stuff to and getting shit shipped to me like when I was over there for a month sucked.
Yep. So
Canadian ones have a space in it, but it's like 3. It's like 3 space 3.
Yeah, stupid. Yeah. Just make it one number.
Just 5 digits. The US had it fucking perfect.
Yep, done. Anyway, we're on like our 3rd Uber, and me and Shane have fucking zoned out completely because we're so mad that we're so lost. So we're both on our phones, and it's Leon making small talk with the Uber guy. And the Uber guy eventually asks him, what do you do for a living? Since this is, how the fuck can you afford 3 Ubers in a day? And he's just like, oh, I do YouTube stuff, and I hear them talking, and I'm just like enjoying like being on the outside looking in for once. And then he's like, oh, what do you do stuff on? He's like, oh, mostly like fighting games and stuff. And then the driver goes, oh, are you like a pro gamer? And then, then Leon goes, no, not at all. And then I go from the back, yes, he is. He's one of the best. And then he goes, fucking shut up. And I go like, in fact, Leon is so good that he teaches me. He charges me just for playing with him. And sometimes when I play with him,
BJ Flores.
And sometimes when I play with him, he tells me to put the controller down and to just watch him. That's how I get my money's worth. That's how good he is. And the driver was eating it up. He was like, dude, that's amazing. And I was like, ah! He was losing his mind. That was so
That reminds me of that. That reminds me of that one guy I saw on Twitter who was like, for Halloween, he set up a fucking Melty Blood setup in the window where he was gonna give out candy and he was gonna force kids to play Melty Blood with him. Like, holy fucking shit.
No, he wasn't gonna force kids. He wasn't gonna force kids.
No?
You're missing the important part. It said trick or treat, 1 piece of candy. Take 1 round against me, 2 pieces of candy. If you beat me, you get a king-sized chocolate bar.
Oh, I thought he was forcing kids to play Melty Blood because I was like, that's fucking. I mean, that's still whack.
No, it's not whack. It's baller. That shit's cool.
Yeah. It was funny. It was
that.
like, if you beat me in 1 round of Melty Blood, you get 2 pieces of candy. If you
I'd
beat me,
stick
why do you guys trust Melty Blood players
I'd
so
stick
much?
my
they
fucking-
didn't go inside the house. The TV was in the window.
I'd stick my fucking CRT outside my window. I actually live on the bottom floor. I could do that. I'd stick my CRT outside my window, put a fucking copy of BCV in there and give the guy a GameCube controller. That's Battle Construction Vehicles, by the way. It's the one where you...
Oh my god, I remember that.
It's the one where everybody can play as a different piece of construction equipment. Just beat each other's asses.
and then your mom is like an anime woman in the game. I remember.
You can play as a big crane and there's fatalities.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid. Dude, I gotta rip ass again. You guys gotta talk.
Are you
I have a story.
I want to hear it.
I gotta say, I also have to rip ass.
Let's all rip ass at the same time.
All right, 3,
let's hold
2,
hands.
1.
I can't.
More like the fucking more like the fucking brap sink. Get him out of here.
It's still a clap sync, just with your ass cheeks.
Did I ever talk about the time that I climbed a big mountain, had like a on a religious
when you went,
pilgrimage day?
you just came back from Ireland.
There's this big fucking mountain in Ireland called Crowpatrick that like one Sunday a year, a bunch of people show up and they climb it barefoot as like a pilgrimage. I didn't climb it barefoot because that sounds fucking terrible.
Were you there during the Sunday where that was happening?
I was.
Oh,
they,
shit.
They call it Reek Sunday, so there was like a couple thousand people climbing up and down the mountain when I got there, so it was pretty fun.
Oh my god.
But
That's a lot of people.
So I'm walking up this mountain. It takes me multiple hours to get to the top of this mountain. And I didn't have headphones or anything. I was just kind of like
vibing,
sending it up the mountain. I didn't bring a stick either, which would have been a really good idea because my knees were fucking shot at the end of this. I was just like so pissed because I'm climbing this mountain and people like are talking to me on the way down, and it's like, I'll say like, hey, how's it going? Stuff like that. But I didn't have like an actual conversation with anybody. After like, I think 3 hours of climbing, I finally made it to the top. And then I sit up there for a little bit, just kind of like taking in the view. But then as I start walking back down is where I finally met somebody interesting. There's this like really big, like fat guy. I'm walking down with him and his name's Marty. So I start like chatting with Marty a little bit because it's like, I just basically was like in silence for 3 hours climbing a mountain. I'm tired. I need to go all the way back down. And he's telling me that he's done it like 22 times on Reek Sunday before.
Holy shit.
So he's done it a lot. And we're just like sitting and chatting. And it's like, hey, this is a pretty nice guy. And at some point he says, don't listen to anything my brother tells you. And he was by himself. So I was really confused if he was talking to me or somebody further down the mountain. Because I saw this beet red shirtless guy, like absolutely just beyond sunburn, like bright red, just like talking to a group of people. And I never learned his brother's name because he introduced himself to everybody as a different name every single time when I was walking with him. I think he said John to me. And then like he would like go up to another person, he would talk to him and be like, oh, my name's Patrick. And he would just like would keep coming up with different names. So I don't know what his deal was. And I start walking with him and it's way funnier than his brother. Because he just starts lying to people going up the mountain about like how far away they were or like how close they were. Because like I'd only been walking down for like 15 minutes at this point, so like it's still pretty close. You can get up there pretty fast. If he heard anybody complain when we were still near the top of the mountain, he's like, "Yeah, no, you still got another maybe hour and a half of climbing left to go." Jesus Christ! And he told me he did it 25 times, and I don't know if I believe him based on everything that he was telling everybody else. And then he eventually like stops talking with a group of people. It's like, all right, I've already been on this mountain for a bunch of hours. My family's sitting down at the foot of the mountain in a pub waiting for me to come back. So I'm just gonna keep walking. And then I started taking a break and Marty's brother caught up to me. And the first thing he does is like put his hand on my shoulder and look at a woman that was just about to pass me and go, when you get up there, do you want to come back down here and meet up with us and we can go back up? Me and my buddy John. And he points at me. And says, are about to head back up a third time.
What, dude?
And then I like
He was trying so hard to wingman you. Holy shit.
I gave him like a courtesy laugh, and then I got up and we started walking again, and he was just following me because we're both going down the mountain. There's one path down the mountain, and my sister keeps like texting me every 25 minutes to make sure that I didn't like fall and hurt myself because I was doing this by myself. And one of the times I looked down at my phone, he goes, "Oh, who you responded to there?" I was like, "Oh, it's my sister. She's sitting at the pub." And he tells me, he says, "Text your sister. I've fallen and broken my leg. You have to come up here and carry me down."
What?
I didn't do that. I kept going, and occasionally, like, I would turn around and see if Marty's brother was still following me. I never saw him again after that. I don't know what happened to him. It's only one path down the mountain. I don't know where he went.
Disappeared into the fucking ether.
And then I got sagely advice from a man in a big hat while walking down the hill. Ooh. So that was pretty exciting. And then it was immediately ruined because I opened up my phone and I looked at Discord, and everybody in a Discord that I said, "Hey, I'm climbing a big fucking mountain. I'll be right back," said pics or it didn't happen. Pics or it didn't happen. It was like 8 responses of that.
And you forgot to take a fucking
I took a
pics.
bunch of pictures.
Oh.
Did you take a picture of Marty and his brother John?
I should have.
No, John,
listen,
that's John.
Listen,
Important
This
question.
is John.
there was a
nutsack in one of them.
I did not.
I went, dude. You should have. Fuck.
I didn't. I should have though, because there was a bright red man just lying to people going down a mountain on a religious pilgrimage. I think I might have met the devil.
That's when someone asks me, where do you see yourself in 20 years? I'm gonna say bright red, lying, trolling
red
people
man.
on a mountain in Ireland.
Yeah, trolling people on a religious pilgrimage up a mountain specifically.
Can I show you all something a bit humorous? It's kind of unrelated.
Sure.
So there's this ASMR video on Twitter of Springtrap
God,
fucking the shit out of you.
Like, wow,
replies-
wow,
What?
okay.
The reply
What is Springtrap?
from Five Nights at Freddy's. The replies are it's literally all just adding me.
It's so, dude, awesome.
It keeps going. Don't worry. It keeps going.
Why?
Do you? Okay.
Because we're dating.
Do you have a? Do you? Oh, you're dating?
Yeah, me and Springtrap.
Awesome. Good job.
We're happily together 3 years.
That dude's got money, dude. That dude's in like one of the biggest gaming franchises of all time. Like, good on
He
you.
gets residuals from it.
You know what? Fuck it. We're
Damn.
going back to shaving like ass and ball
Oh,
hairs.
God.
You wouldn't do that for Springtrap.
Good little detour.
I do.
Is Springtrap fuzzy?
Depends on the artist depiction. Sometimes he's like a fucking robot and like full of gore. Other times he's like a hot furry bunny anthropomorph.
I know so little.
I gotta
about
get into
fucking
these
Five
games.
Nights at Freddy's, dude. I can't.
Dude, there's like I want to do a like FNAF animatronics like smasher pass or like tier list so bad because there is like so much
You
fucking.
just do it.
I'm just trying to find the time because I did like the jump scares last night, but I got.
I still need to do that video for this channel called Podcast Hosts I Beat Up.
And guests.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
guests,
And then
please,
I also
please.
need to do podcast hosts and guests I'd smash. It would probably end up being the same people.
Where ranked it just as like a preview, gauge interest. How would you rank the people in this call right now? For both tier lists.
Would you like? Who would you fuck? I mean, we
would
already
you
know
fuck and who
you
would
and
you
me.
beat up?
Pax. I remember Pax, so
I could-
We already know.
I could beat up.
Oh, we're not talking about fucking. Okay, never mind.
No, we're beat up and then fuck.
Yeah.
Two separate lists.
Yes, two separate lists.
Okay, let's start with Kwite. Let's start with Kwite.
I think me and Kwite would be evenly matched.
Well, thank you, because you're a lot. That means a lot.
And then I think I could beat up David, but then 10 could just sneeze in my general direction and I'd go flying.
Got that long.
What
power.
about fucking?
And then
What about fucking? Please fuck me. Please say fuck. Please say smash.
Please
Please,
say smash, say
please,
smash.
Please.
I've
please.
seen what Kwite looks
Oh,
like, so
God.
definitely smash.
Nice.
And then I mean, yeah, everybody. I can't think of somebody I wouldn't. Honestly, I
I
gotta
think
look.
we'd all smash each other.
You're a good friend,
I
Ed.
agree.
You know that?
I gotta look at guests. You know what? Brendan's married, so I can't do that. I wouldn't be able to do that
Why
to Shelby.
Why would that stop you?
Well, because that's a sanctimonious agreement.
I mean, she just has to agree to like be in the room to monitor, make sure nothing bad goes wrong.
Nothing out of line happened.
Be the
She's a
fucking
chaperone. She's a
monitoring.
chaperone.
what's the ring guy?
The
Whatever.
ring bearer.
The ring guy?
Not the,
the
no,
ring bearer.
not the
Referee.
ring bearer.
The referee.
Yes, thank you, the ref.
The referee, the fucking.
Ding, ding, ding. Like fucking Herb Dean walks in. He's got to stop the fight if it goes too hard.
I couldn't tell if you were talking about like a wrestling ring or a marriage
I
ring.
thought you were talking about the fucking movie The Ring. I didn't even know where you were going
Happy
with
we
that,
all had
dude.
a different interpretation of
Do
the
you,
word ring.
would you need like if you in or in like Daniel were like to fuck? Would it be like would you need a UFC ref or a boxing ref? I feel like probably UFC, right? Because it's mixed martial arts.
Yeah, it would probably be UFC.
Oh, I get it. Marshall Matters, like the rapper.
Like the guy from
He's
Eight
married.
Mile?
No, it's because every UFC event when it goes to the ground, it just looks like two dudes fucking. Like,
This is true. Dude,
and it's
I
really
gotta
hot.
watch more UFC. That fucking bitch Parky's been holding out on me. Dude, the craziest shit, like, it wasn't, who was that guy? There was one guy on UFC that fucking, like, kicked some guy's leg. The guy didn't even flinch. And the guy who did kick the leg, he broke his leg in half. And then he tried to put weight on it, and it just snapped
Anderson
backwards.
Silva, right? Like when he fought Chris Weidman.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And also McGregor. Also McGregor did that.
That's insane, dude. Dude, it was so annoying because like I was in England recently with Foxcade and Leon Massey, previous guests on the podcast. If you want to check out their episodes, click the box right here. Ding.
Why are you so fucking awkward? Why are you so fucking awkward?
And while we were there, I was like, oh hey, one of my friends lives in London. Let's go have dinner with him. And we had like it was pleasant. It was a pleasant dinner, but it was a very normal Saturday night. And then we fucking like, did I even save these pictures? Like, because while that's happening, we're literally just we're just having like a pleasant dinner while our friends are out in Belgium, going crazy for Halloween. They all went out for Halloween, and one of them went dressed as a security guard. Ignore the fact that he has a bag on his head. In this picture, because that's just him with like my other friend's costume. Like he put a bag on his face, but like his regular costume was he was just dressed as a security guy on the left.
yeah.
So while we're having dinner, we just see this image pop up in our group chat. And it's our friend in between like an actual altercation between some drunk guy and a real ass cop. And then we're just having dinner and dying laughing because we're like, dude, what the fuck happened? And they were like, Sam's been standing there for 5 minutes and they still haven't noticed him. And then I got info when I got back to Belgium. And this is a direct quote from Sam, the guy in the security outfit. He said, Ed, I'm so sad you missed that night. It was a perfect Ed night because it was so mongy. That's the exact word he used.
What does mongy mean?
It just means
why does the
fucking weird.
What the fuck do the British invent these kinds of words?
He just told me that, like, apparently they just took, like, they went to a Halloween store and then they did tons of ketamine and they ended up going to, like, 5 different bars. One of them was, like, where that altercation was taking place out front. And Sam that night took like every drug known to man. And then one of my friends was like, dude, we got to get you a fucking Uber. You're not even human anymore.
We got to get this dude behind the wheel.
And then my friend's phone was out of battery. So they have Sam call the Uber. But my friend was like, I can't let you get in the Uber by yourself. I need to make sure you get home. So they both get in the Uber. And then Sam turns towards my friend and he says, wow, it's so nice of you that you're willing to escort me to this house party I told the Uber to go to. And my friend goes, what? And then he checks his phone. And it's not Sam's house. It's some random address that apparently has a house party at 6 a.m. So my friend goes, shit, I gotta hop on my phone and change the address. But then Sam goes, that's not how Uber works, you fucking moron. And then he goes, shit. And then he literally gets out of the car while it's moving.
Oh my god, dude! What the fuck?
And then Sam goes to this party by himself. And he tells me that it wasn't even like one of his friends' party. It was a random bartender from a bar they were at 8 hours ago. It was his party. And then that dude slipped a Molly. And then Sam woke up in a ditch at 11 a.m. He doesn't remember the party.
And you have so many stories on this level of like nutty that you like. It almost comes across like
It's not
fucking
e-
those commentary channels that like have more stories about high school than there are days in high school.
Dude, it's not even my story. I wasn't here for it. I'm so pissed.
It just feels like you're a fucking well, and like you have an endless amount of these. It's great.
It's Europe, man. Europe turns
Is
people into
fucking
It's
animals.
just like
wild,
that.
man.
Is this what walkable communities do to people? They fucking make them
Yes.
act like this.
We have access to everything, so we can just do shit and suffer no consequences because nobody has to drive.
Yeah, your average
feel
American like is incredibly boring because they grew up in the suburbs, and like the worst they'll do is die while drunk driving, or they just don't go out.
To Valhalla, I yell while going 80 in a school zone. Anyway, are you guys familiar with Patreon?
Yeah, I am. Haha.
You can. She paid my re until I on.
Fuck off, man.
Stroking on his beef
Fuck
until
off, man.
More like Patreon. Continue.
If you're part of the $5 and above tiers on Patreon, you can ask a question on the Patreon Q&A. And also you get an update on what's happening with other stuff like perilous
Like
storytelling.
piss. Like how much I need to piss. Which I do. Let's do one of the ones from the new batch. Let's do this one that nobody wants to answer.
Sure.
The Snaxolotl asks, what's your worst sexual encounter?
I know.
None. I don't fuck.
Probably the one
Mine-
that gave me phimosis. Thanks.
Mine was this one time I was with a dude and the fuck was so boring I just fell asleep. That's real. Yeah.
Well, at least you maintained your economy.
It
of
was
time.
real
That
boring.
was,
What
I don't know.
did the guy do? Was he respectful? Did he tuck you in?
Okay. We were in a hotel room and we were like watching something and then we were like, haha, what if we had the sex? And we had the sex and instead of paying attention to me and having sex as two people, he was watching fucking God, what was it?
What?
He was watching like some fucking YouTube video instead.
What?
And he was
Come on.
he was like flaccid at best, and I was like trying my goddamn hardest, but let me tell you, I just fell
I
asleep.
really want him to be like on top of you, just whispering, "Fucking Mary Sue."
No, dude, it was really boring. I just
According
fell
to the
asleep.
analytics, 25% of you aren't subscribed.
I just fucking honk,
With
shoot, honk,
notifications
shoot,
on.
and press the notification bell.
I don't know why this reminded me of this, but I was at a party for Halloween the other week, and I was fucking blown away because one of my friends actually played Earl at the function.
Played
I don't know
what?
what
Earl
that is.
Sweatshirt.
Earl
Earl
Sweatshirt.
Sweatshirt at the fucking party.
Earl
which is
Sweatshirt.
crazy. That's like host scary music.
Oh, dude, in London during Halloween day, we went to a bar where all the cosplayers were at because we were there for Comic-Con. And because the DJ wanted to appeal to the kids, he played a trap remix of the Pokemon theme. We instantly left. we were there for
good decision.
for
Good
30
decision.
minutes, and they played a My Chemical Romance song. They played Teenager. Leon was popping off, and it was like, this bar's sick. And then immediately after, it was Pokemon themed trap remix, and we went, we're leaving.
Dude, the UK is crazy because whatever, like Brightside is essentially their national anthem.
Yeah.
Like, like if that goes off in a club, like
Mr.
someone's dying.
Brightside.
Like Mr. Brightside or
Crowd
Come On
goes.
Eileen.
Yeah. Mr. Brightside is like it's big in America, obviously, but the UK, every living organism knows it in that country.
Yeah.
What about you, Ten? What was the worst?
My sister knows about this podcast. I'm going to decline.
Self-preservation.
But does she know about the answer? Like, have you told your sister about that?
She doesn't know about the answer.
Ah, okay. Because I was gonna say if she knew, then there would be no harm, no foul.
Father Hill asks, what is the worst Patreon question? Who asked it?
Oh yeah.
Whoever that guy is that asked the question about smashing each other's nuts with a rock like 5 times.
No, that one.
Did somebody ask that?
Somebody asked that multiple times.
I don't remember that. That's possible. I think we just fuck
We've
that one.
never answered it, but I know I've brought it up more than once.
Fuck that one and fuck you.
No, the ones that I hate are the ones that are like a fucking paragraph. Like, dude, I'm not reading a diary entry. Keep it succinct. One line tops.
He doesn't even know what succinct means, I guarantee you.
What? Me? Short.
Oh.
Would you describe me as succinct?
How would I not know what that meant if I used it correctly?
You guys should do like a Patreon questions tier list,
bigoted.
like shittiest to best.
I saw a good one. I like that Matt asks, who would y'all's dream pick be for a new podcast guest or host? No limits whatsoever on who. I'm gonna guess that
Patton Oswalt, we would just fucking bully the shit out of
and
him.
his dead wife. I think
Patton Oswalt would have to be an in-person one. So
and
he
if
could
there's no
actually get
limits,
jumped.
and if there's no limits on whether or not they'd be dead or alive, for host Patton Oswalt, for guest his.
Y'all are like, am I allowed to answer this question? Because I'm
Yeah.
the guest.
Yeah, everybody is.
This feels so vanilla. Y'all should have gotten like Pontius Pilate or some shit.
Who the fuck is
The
that?
guy
dude
who
who killed
condemned
Jesus.
Christ to death. No, he didn't kill him. He condemned him to death. You fool.
I don't know. Why would I know that?
This guy doesn't know about Jesus.
It's
I don't know
not even
anything
about
about
knowing him. It's like
Jesus.
that's one of the most interesting fuckers in history. Imagine like he sees like the shit that he set in motion now. He's like, fuck, man, why didn't I just let him get the fucking five?
I want whoever wrote the Book of Revelations on the podcast because nobody knows who wrote it, and that shit's
Dude, I want
crazy.
fucking Judas.
Oh, I want Judas.
Judas,
Let's get
I-
Judas
I-
on the
Iscariot
podcast.
out here.
Dude, I am so fucking like, do you think Judas was actually a traitor or God was like, nah, you should actually, this was part of the plan?
You guys are forgetting that these dudes are all from Palestine. They're not going to speak English.
Well,
They said no limits. We can, like, let's assume we have a translator.
we have a
Or he can
translator.
speak
We can
English.
bring a
Why,
Why could we? Why not? Why not have a translator? I don't get this.
Listen,
Why
fella,
are
you
being
getting
so
Patton
fucking weird
Oswalt on the
about it?
podcast is already fantasy. You might as well take it another
No,
step.
because that's within.
It's not fantasy. He's real and he's in garbage.
He's also.
Oh my
Holy
god, Ed, I can't keep fucking censoring you. Allegedly, also.
The world's devolved into a post-apocalypse. Which member of the podcast is first to die, and how does it happen? First, we need to decide what kind of post-apocalypse.
Kwite, you didn't say who asked it.
Yeah, who asked
That's the
it?
question.
Shut the! I fucking hate y'all.
Weird name.
Adam Wutrich.
Just say his
Adam
name, bro.
Wutrich. Did I
Yeah,
say
yeah.
that right? He asked that.
Yeah. Okay, Adam. Let's see.
So,
Probably me. I'd fucking kill myself.
do we want zombie apocalypse? Do we want nuclear fallout apocalypse? Do we want climate apocalypse? And do we
Oh,
want,
not
like,
climate apocalypse. That hits too close to home. Let's do
do we want an
nuclear.
apocalypse?
Boring one.
Okay, nuclear apocalypse. And do you want to say that like there's no hope of restarting civilization, or like there's fucking if you stay alive, there's a possible future? Like, how are we feeling? Just bleak future?
I think I think we should focus on who was smart enough to build a shelter and who had enough friends to be invited to a shelter. So who would die first?
I think I'd make it. I think I'd make it a little bit.
Who is this only for hosts?
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
Who's not making it?
who cares?
Who's not making
Me.
it? Julian.
You wouldn't make it.
Oh,
Julian would say
yeah, I'm
Julian
sorry,
would
but
be a
Julian
denier. Julian would see a nuke like fucking shimmering off the morning sky
No,
and say
no.
like "Pfft, whatever.
He could be a star.
He would have to interview the people who made it to get the real story.
He'd be like, "This is such a shit."
I love you, Julian.
It would be like Julian would be like, "This sounds like fun. I don't like this."
Julian would do that characteristic Julian laugh that we all know, and then he'd go, "Fuck off."
I have that sound bite in my head of him doing that multiple times. It's like a soundboard I just play when I need to.
Mine is just
No, he'd probably know. He'd
does
look at the
erm
nuke
so
and be
often,
like,
dude.
"Now you guys will finally know what it's like to be a 343 employee."
Howdy! Thanks so much for listening. This episode would not be possible without the help from our patrons such as Alan Diver, Ollie Oxenfree, Ben Chrismanic, Bier, Bongo Crust, Boopaloo, Brain Soup, Butternut, Caffeine Addicted Chemist, Chris Chapman, Christian B, Cthulhu 60, Dreams of Ice, Ducky Madness, DX Studios, Eric Scott Gillies, Ethereal, Bang Jade, Generic Phoenix, Handsome Destiny, Hater 115, Inspector Seb, Inverted Van Man, It's Ducktastic, Jacob, Jeff Smith, Kaka, Kawaii Boy Toy, Leo the Geotech, Loudon Woodworth, me, Mr. Shirt, Notoriety, Samuel, Nothing Worth Mentioning, Schizolingvo, Shantanu Batia, Smaggle, Snake Asylum, Spherical Nathan, Stinger123, Teague, The Big Gay, Winnie Rab, Will9455, William Oliver, and Winchester Curse. Once again, thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.